Hello guys, today I'm going to be unboxing this GoPro. Looks like it's the Hero 10 Black, as you can see here. And let's do some unboxing. As you can see, I've already kind of unboxed it just a little bit, just so I can kind of get a personal feel of it first. But it did come with this like little white wrapping around the side here. But I still haven't taken off these little, like, I guess screen protector. Got a protector for the front screen, a protector for the camera lens, protector for the back, for the main, I guess, screen as well. And it looks like you can kind of open it on the side, as I've kind of done here, which is where you would put a battery, which came with it, and an SD card, which you will personally need to provide. And on the bottom here, you see there's like these tripod latches. You'll just have to, there's two of them. You just kind of open them up, and then you can attach this to a tripod with that kind of mount. And on the other side, this appears to be the power button. And on top, you have this red circle, which appears to be the recording button. Let's see what other accessories came with it real quick before we get it turned on. As you can see, it comes with a manual with some stickers on it. This one is like just a kind of a mounting guide, right? And then this one, this side, this is gonna show you more, I guess, how to actually kind of put the battery in, how to charge it, and then also contains a QR code to download the app as well. So let's put that to the side. Then it comes with another manual, but this is just like a lot of, it's just a lot of information, a lot of different languages. You probably don't need this unless you don't have internet where you're gonna be recording or where you're located. This is a lot, so if I have any questions, I'm just gonna Google it. So it came with one battery, of course, and it comes with one USB-C cable. Comes with, this is again part of the mounting thing, a few mounting pieces, and for a tripod, and of course these screws that will help you mount it, of course. So alright, and of course it came with this, I guess, kind of paper, plastic, I don't know, the hard plastic thing, cardboard, that you could probably just leave in the box, or you could take it out. I guess it's really up to you. And then of course you can keep this bag, of course, that they can use to store your GoPro in. I think I could probably just toss the plastic. Might be easier. It frees up a lot of space to take it out, and then you can still put everything in just as fine, obviously, if not more items if need be. And so yeah, it's a pretty good setup, pretty good. So anyway, now that I've gone over it, that actually comes with the box, let's actually go over the product. So before I do that, I'm gonna have to put the battery in, so let's go ahead and do that. And I believe it goes in, as you feel it kind of very closely, like those little springs for the battery and how they look on the battery itself. You'll want to kind of make sure they're congruent, right? If that's the word. And it looks like the battery's in, and looks like it'll need an SD card if I actually want to record anything, so I'll put one in right now, preferably one that isn't really used. So just taking it out of this little thingy or adapter, and I'm gonna put it in the camera itself. I already did kind of give it a charge a bit earlier, so it should have some juice. I'm not sure how much it comes with, hopefully a bit, but it's always good to just, give it a good charge for a few hours. And of course, also have a memory card with a good amount of space. You can use the camera as long as possible. You'll probably have to fool with it, and then you'll wanna make sure you close it back in, make sure it's really tight, especially if you're going to be going underwater. And now that I'm actually ready to use it, I think I'll just leave the protectors on for now until I'm actually ready to use it. Right now I'm just kind of showing it to you. So let's press this power button, and then when I do it, it'll make a sound to let you know that it's turning on. So yeah, so it appears like there appears to be like a touch screen sort of interface, which is really good. It may not work super well when underwater or while it's wet, I'd imagine. Maybe it does, we'll find out. So let's go, I'm selecting English, and it says legal stuff by using this GoPro. I agree to the terms of use available. I disagree. Nah, I'm just kidding. All right. Turn on GPS to, actually, yeah, I guess I'll turn on GPS, why not? And looks like it gives you an option to skip setup, and I'm just gonna skip that for now, and I'll put in today's date. Okay, so now it's saying this, open the GoPro quick app. I don't really care to do that, man. I'm just gonna cancel. All right, so it looks like after a lot of fooling around, I was able to finally actually get it moving. So as you can see, it shows the battery life. It's about at 96%, but I'm pretty sure that's mostly because I actually charged it myself earlier, and it tells you on the other side that it should last me at least 14 hours. And that's definitely a good amount of time, especially because you can also see on the bottom there that that's set to 4K, usually with most cameras. And looks like there's some settings to, you know, change the zooming and zooming out on the camera. As you can see, like from within the lens, you know, obviously you just see is the little tripod mount that I have to record this with, which was filmed with a different camera, of course. Looks like you could change the FPS on here to slow-mo. You could change it to, and then normal speed. I'm definitely just doing normal speed. You could change it to 24 different frames per second, 30 frames, 24 frames. Let's just do 30 frames. That's just pretty normal. And if you increase the quality, it looks like the runtime or like the battery life, the expected time will go down, which is kind of normal and expected. So that's most of the basic settings by this point. I guess all I really have left to do now is actually take it out into the water. Also, before I actually go outside and film in the water, it might be worth mentioning that you might want to set up, especially if you're not just filming in the water, but if you're filming like at a normal swimming pool, it shouldn't be too difficult to find your phone if you lose it. But if you're filming like out like at a lake or at a large water park or something like that, where it might be easy to lose really anything, you want to at least have this on a tripod. So I'm gonna set that up right now. Let's go ahead and so if you use the one that it came with, you're only gonna like really just kind of screw it like this to where it's like on the side mount, and you can mount it onto, I guess, official GoPro equipment or maybe like a helmet or something like that. But actually, I'm gonna quickly unscrew this because I need to just plug it into my tripod, which is of course from a third party. So let me just put that in. Let's get these kind of lined up together. But make sure you're very careful with this, because what you do here what determines whether or not you lose your camera or your especially the GoPro, in the water. So be careful about this. Make sure the holes are perfectly, I guess, eclipse or whatever, if that's the word. And then once they are, you can screw them in to your tripod or any other device that that you'll be using. This particular one doesn't go too long, but that's fine. And I'm going off topic, but this particular tripod I have, it has a little like keychain lock on it, or a keychain loop or whatever, that we can kind of, you know, and the lasso, so you can kind of keep it around your arm. But if you're in the water, and especially if there's like a current, this little lasso of truth here is not going to be very secure. It's going to slip off probably very easily. What I'm doing personally is I'm going to be using a rope with a clip on it, and it's going to clip onto this opening, which is perfectly sized for it, and it's pretty secure. And then this rope, as you can see, is pretty long. It's a pretty long rope, which will probably make it very difficult to lose it. Also, in case you're wondering, this is filmed with a Sony ZV-1. I've had this for about 2 years, and it works like a charm. And it's really great to have an HD camera for filming normal things like on land, and then having, you know, the GoPro to film like anything underwater or like anything risky like biking or anything like that. So this is great. So right now, before I go outside, I'm just gonna give it a quick little mini test by using it in the sink. Hopefully, if the product description is accurate, it should record and function just fine. So far, it definitely seems to be. Yeah, and the water seems to just kind of drip right off pretty fast as well. Looking for pretty words now. We're gonna submerge it. As you can see, I think it's working just fine. Let's actually take it to the pool now. Also, on another slightly unrelated note, if you're planning to film, and like even if it's just outside and maybe raining, what you might want to do is pair it with a light that's actually waterproof, such as this one right here. See, as you can see, this particular that I have, you can get it wet and it works just fine. And if you're filming outside when it's raining, it'll be perfect to have a light, again, that is waterproof. So make sure you can pick that up when you can. So let's go underwater. Oh, the water feels good today, and it's also not too hot. This is like literally just like the right perfect temperature for swimming. final part of the video. I'm gonna go inside and actually look at this footage. Let's see how it turns out. But you guys have already seen it, obviously, if you're at this point. Yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend.